Far beyond the reaches of known space, the alien researchers of the Synthar Collective huddled around the glowing holoscreens in their ancient observatory. Static crackled across the signal, but one phrase pierced the noise like a ghostly scream. Annihilation was your decision. The words repeated over and over, a haunting enigma from a blue planet lost to time. For decades, the message had traveled silently across the void, carrying a weight no alien civilization had dared ignore. The Synthar had sent expeditions to countless dying worlds before, but this one was different. The tone wasn't despair. It was a warning, a confession, a threat. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the planet wore scars that told a brutal story. Cities lay in ruin beneath ash-choked skies. Oceans boiled in the aftermath of nuclear fire, and forests had withered into blackened husks. But in the rubble, humanity clung to life with a desperate tenacity. Commander Mira stood atop the shattered remnants of New Chicago, eyes scanning the horizon, where the sun fought through a haze of smoke. Her squad moved silently, shadows among shadows. The world's last stronghold wasn't a bastion of gleaming towers. It was a fractured mosaic of underground bunkers, hidden labs, and reclaimed ruins. Here, the survivors whispered of the war that nearly ended them, a war born of fear, greed, and a ruthless lust for domination. When the transmission first went out, many had dismissed it as a desperate cry from a dying race. But Mira knew better. It was a message for those who might come to finish what humanity had almost done to itself. The survivors hadn't just sent a warning. They had carved a promise into the stars. Command, Mira whispered into her comm, voice tight but steady. The signal's still active. No one's answered. Keep moving, came the reply. We're not alone down here. Suddenly, a faint hum vibrated through the ground. A warning system long dormant, now awakening. The ancient defenses, remnants of an alien technology buried beneath the ruins, were alive again. The warning wasn't just for others. It was a shield for humanity's last breath. Mira's heart pounded. This was more than survival. It was defiance. The message was clear. Humanity had chosen their fate once before. If the universe wanted to finish the job, they would have to reckon with what humanity had become. And they were ready. The sun barely pierced the thick, toxic clouds that cloaked Earth's shattered surface. In the subterranean chambers of the Global Reconstruction Council, heated voices echoed through the cold steel corridors. Decades after the cataclysm, humanity still grappled with the consequences of their own making. Dr. Eli Navarro slammed his fist on the table, silencing the room. We can't keep pretending this is just a phase. The aliens will come. They will judge us. We need to be ready, armed, united, or we'll be finished. Opposite him, Councilwoman Lara Kwan's eyes burned with fierce resolve. And you propose what, Eli? Total militarization. Endless war. Haven't we learned anything? The last time we chose power over peace, it almost destroyed us. That warning from the stars wasn't a message of defeat, it was a lesson. Outside, the city's surface trembled as a distant explosion rocked the horizon. Rebel factions waged their own battles, fighting over dwindling resources and clinging to ideologies born from old-world divisions. The scars of Earth's last war ran deeper than anyone dared admit. Down in the underground lab, technicians hurried to activate a massive, sealed chamber, an alien weapon system buried centuries ago, discovered only recently beneath the ruins of an ancient city. The weapon thrummed with energy, an ominous heartbeat pulsing beneath human hands. Dr. Navarro approached the console, his fingers trembling as he initiated the startup sequence. If this works, we gain the edge we need. But if we fail, his voice trailed off. Failure wasn't an option, not when extinction loomed. In the shadows, the underground rebels watched from a hidden vantage point, their leader, Kale, whispering to his second-in-command. They're playing with fire. We can't let the council control everything. If the aliens come, we'll be their first targets. Kel's words echoed a chilling truth. Humanity's fractures made them vulnerable, and their choices could still lead to annihilation. Meanwhile, Commander Mira Reyes returned from reconnaissance, her face streaked with grime and sweat. She reported grim findings: a new, unexplained energy signature nearby, one that hummed with a terrifying familiarity. "Is it the weapons system?" Lyra asked, eyes wide. Mira nodded. "It's waking up. Whatever's buried down there, it's not just a relic. It's alive." The room fell silent. Outside, the sky flickered with faint pulses, as if Earth itself was sending a signal, one last warning to the cosmos and a reminder to humanity. The war had nearly ended them once. Now, with ancient powers stirring beneath their feet and alien eyes watching from the stars, humanity faced a brutal truth. Survival would demand sacrifice, unity, and a choice that could either save or destroy them once again. The sky over Earth was an uneasy canvas of gray and ash when the first alien warships pierced the atmosphere. They hovered like monstrous sentinels, sleek, angular, and humming with an eerie, otherworldly power that made the ground tremble beneath Commander Mira Reyes' feet. Her squad moved swiftly through the crumbling streets of what was once New Chicago, their eyes fixed on the silent giants above. The warships were unlike anything humanity had ever faced, massive enough to blot out the sun, their hulls shimmering with a strange energy that defied understanding. The aliens weren't here to negotiate. They were here to decide Earth's fate. "Status report," Mira demanded into her comm as her team spread out, scanning for threats. "Orbital weapons offline, but energy shields active," came the reply from her tech specialist, Jana. "They're waiting. For what? We don't know." A cold knot twisted in Mira's stomach. These weren't scouts. They were executioners. Suddenly, the warships unleashed a pulse, an invisible wave that sent shockwaves through the city. Buildings groaned and cracked, windows shattered, but the weapons stopped short of full devastation. A warning shot. From one of the ships descended a smaller craft, sleek and silent. It landed with deliberate grace in the city square, dust and debris swirling in its wake. A hatch hissed open, and from the shadows stepped the emissaries. Tall, lean beings with translucent skin and eyes like liquid silver. Mira stepped forward, her rifle lowered but ready. "State your purpose." The lead alien's voice was a calm ripple across the air. "We come as watchers, arbiters of order in the galaxy. Your signal, your warning, reached us. We have come to judge whether you are worthy of survival or destined for extinction." A murmur ran through the gathered survivors. Judgment. The word hung heavy in the air. "We are not victims," Mira said, voice hardening. "We survive because we refuse to give up. You may see a broken planet, but you will find no broken spirit." The alien tilted its head, a subtle gesture of intrigue. "Many civilizations claim resilience. Few survive the reckoning. Show us your strength. Prove your worth." Mira's squad exchanged glances. This was no simple negotiation. It was a trial by fire. Without hesitation, she signaled her team. "We'll give them a demonstration they won't forget." The battle was swift and brutal. Using guerrilla tactics honed from years of war, Mira's team struck at alien supply depots, sabotaged their communications, and exploited weaknesses in their armor. Every move was calculated. Every loss sharpened their resolve. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the aliens withdrew, surprised and cautious. Earth had sent its message. Humanity might be battered, but it was far from broken. And the Watchers had only just begun their vigil. The warships had retreated, but the tension on Earth only deepened. The Watchers' arrival was no mere show of force. It was a declaration that humanity was now a player in a dangerous cosmic game. And the rules were unknown. In the shadows of ruined skyscrapers and underground tunnels, a different kind of battle unfolded, one of deception, espionage, and silent war. Kale, the rebel leader, moved through the underground maze with practiced ease. His contacts had reported alien spies infiltrating human enclaves, masquerading as scavengers or refugees. The invaders were probing Earth's weaknesses, searching for cracks to exploit. "Information is our weapon now," Kale whispered to his second-in-command, Mira's childhood friend, Tessa. "If they know our technology, our defenses, they can dismantle us from within." Meanwhile, in a hidden lab beneath the ruined city, Dr. Eli Navarro and his team worked feverishly. The alien tech they had scavenged was unlike anything humans had seen. Complex, adaptive, and terrifyingly efficient. But there was a breakthrough. A way to hack into the alien communication networks. "Listen to this," Eli said, voice trembling with excitement as streams of alien code scrolled across the holo display. "If we can reverse engineer this, we could turn their weapons against them." In the council chamber, debate raged. Some feared this new approach risked provoking full-scale war. Others argued it was humanity's only chance. "Without taking risks, we die," Mira argued fiercely during a tense meeting. "We can't wait for them to decide our fate." Undercover, human operatives launched strikes against alien supply convoys. The streets became a chessboard of shadows and deception, each move masking the next. It was a war fought in silence and speed, where a single mistake meant annihilation. One night, Mira led a daring raid on an alien communication outpost. The mission was brutal. Aliens fought with ruthless precision, but humans had the advantage of terrain and unpredictability. As Mira's squad planted explosives, she hacked the alien comm system and sent a scrambled broadcast. "Earth is not a prize to be taken. We are the architects of our destiny." The explosion rocked the facility, severing a critical alien network node. For the first time, Earth struck at the heart of the invaders' operations. But victory came with a price. Casualties mounted, tensions flared within the human ranks, and the aliens responded with ruthless countermeasures. Back in the council chamber, Laraquan's voice cut through the chaos. "This is not just a battle for survival. It is a test of who we are, whether we become monsters like those who almost destroyed us, or the guardians of our future." As the night deepened, one truth was clear. The game of shadows had begun, and no one could afford to lose. The alien threat had exposed every fault line within humanity's fragile world. Old grudges flared like wildfire. Rival factions, once bitter enemies, now faced extinction together. The time for division was over. In the battered council chamber, leaders from former nations gathered, their faces drawn with exhaustion and mistrust. Mira stood among them, a bridge between hardened soldiers and weary diplomats. "We can fight alone and fall," she said, voice steady but urgent, "or we can stand together and survive." But unity wasn't easy. Cal's rebel faction, still wary of centralized authority, demanded autonomy. "We didn't survive the old wars just to become pawns again," he argued, eyes blazing with defiance. Laraquan stepped forward, her tone both fierce and conciliatory. "We don't have the luxury of old battles. The aliens see only one Earth. We must become one people, or we die divided." In the underground tunnels beneath the ruined cities, families gathered in whispered prayers and grim determination. Children learned to operate scavenged weapons. Scientists worked alongside engineers, blending alien tech with human grit. The old world's arrogance was gone, replaced by a desperate, unyielding hope. Mira found herself at the heart of this transformation. Her squad, once just soldiers, now became symbols of humanity's rebirth. They tested new hybrid technologies. Energy shields powered by scavenged alien cores, weapons that adapted to threats in real time, and drones crafted from repurposed salvage. One evening, as Mira surveyed a newly fortified perimeter, a young technician approached. "Commander, the new shields held against the latest drone strikes. We've never been this strong." Mira nodded, but her eyes were heavy. "Strength means nothing if we lose what makes us human." Sacrifice came swiftly. A surprise alien assault targeted a civilian sector sheltering refugees. Fires raged, Screams pierced the night, and Mira's team fought desperately to evacuate the survivors. In the chaos, Kale and Mira crossed paths amid the smoke and ruin. For a moment, old grievances softened as they worked side by side, saving lives against impossible odds. "We may fight different wars," Kale admitted, "but we fight the same battle." The dawn broke over a battered but unbroken Earth. The planet itself seemed to pulse with renewed life, a testament to what could be built from the ashes. But as humanity united, the aliens watched with growing caution. Earth was no longer the broken world they'd expected. It was something fiercer, something that would not go quietly into the void. Deep beneath the ruined city, in a labyrinthine complex forgotten by time, Dr. Eli Navarro and his team worked feverishly to unlock the secrets of the ancient defense system. The cold metallic walls echoed with the hum of alien machinery, alive yet dormant for centuries, until now. Eli's fingers danced over the controls, piecing together fragments of alien code, each line revealing glimpses of a civilization that had faced annihilation much like humanity. The more they uncovered, the more the weight of a cosmic pattern pressed down on them. Civilizations born brilliant and proud, only to fall victim to their own hubris and fear. "This archive," Eli whispered, eyes wide as holographic images of star systems and collapsed worlds spun around the chamber. "It's a warning, yes, but also a guide." They didn't just want to protect themselves. They wanted to teach us. Commander Mira entered, her face etched with fatigue and resolve. "What have you found?" Eli pointed to a projection of a massive weapon array embedded in planetary crusts, powered by a mysterious energy source, one that could either shield a world or obliterate it entirely. "This defense system is a relic from a civilization that destroyed itself centuries ago. They encoded their regrets into it, hoping to break the cycle of destruction." Mira's gaze hardened. "So this system isn't just a weapon. It's a message buried deep beneath us." Outside, the planet trembled again as alien fleets prowled closer, testing Earth's defenses. The urgency was suffocating. Back in the archives, the team discovered a hidden subroutine, a dormant protocol capable of awakening the full power of the ancient system. But activating it came with an unspoken risk. Could this power save humanity or doom it? Lyra Kwan's voice crackled through the comm, sharp and demanding. "Eli, if that system falls into the wrong hands, if the aliens hack it, Earth could be wiped out in an instant." Eli swallowed, weighing the burden of choice. "We have to use it, but carefully. This is our last chance to prove we've learned from the past." Mira nodded. "We're not just fighting for survival anymore. We're fighting to change the story." As they prepared to bring the ancient defense to life, a new broadcast flickered across Earth's networks, an encrypted message from the aliens, filled with warnings and veiled threats. The cosmic cycle had not ended. It was humanity's turn to break free or be consumed. The air was thick with smoke and tension as Earth's battered forces prepared for the final assault. The alien warships had returned, more numerous and deadly than ever, their black hulls blotting out the sky like a storm of judgment. But this time, humanity would not wait to be destroyed. Commander Mira Reyes stood at the forefront of the coalition fleet, her eyes burning with fierce determination. Around her, ships both human and hybrid, fused with alien technology, hummed with barely contained power. The ancient defense system, now fully activated beneath the planet's crust, pulsed like a heartbeat, a silent guardian ready to unleash its wrath. Today, Mira spoke into the comm, her voice steady yet fierce. "We fight not as fractured nations or rebels, but as one people. For Earth, for our future." The battle erupted with brutal intensity. Laser fire lit up the darkened skies, explosions shook the surface, and soldiers fought hand-to-hand in ruined streets. Every inch gained came at a cost, but the humans pushed forward with a raw desperation born of survival. Mira led a strike team on a daring mission to infiltrate the alien flagship, the command ship orchestrating the assault. Inside, the atmosphere was cold and sterile, the walls pulsing with alien energy. There, Mira faced the alien admiral, a towering figure with eyes like burning stars and a voice that echoed with ancient power. "You are stubborn," the admiral said, voice calm but heavy with disdain. "Your survival defies the order of the cosmos." Mira stood her ground. "Our survival is our choice, not yours." The duel that followed was fierce, a clash of skill, technology, and willpower. Mira's team fought off alien guards while she battled the admiral in a deadly dance of strategy and raw strength. Sparks flew, energy crackled, and the very ship seemed to shudder under their fight. Outside, the ancient defense system unleashed its devastating power, tearing through the alien fleet. The tide of battle shifted as Earth's resilience became undeniable. In the final moments, Mira found an opening. With a desperate strike, she disabled the admiral's weapon system, forcing a retreat. The alien warships withdrew, battered and wary. As the skies cleared, a new silence fell. A silence filled not with defeat, but with hard-won hope. Mira's voice crackled over the comms. "Earth stands. We made our choice. We will not be erased."